Hi. Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkus, and today is our Sunday box opening. So, baby's already gone.
She's ditched you.
Harper and Aurora came in for a snack, and so she's chasing them out.
She's chasing them. Oranges and apples were on the menu, and she's gone. I'm sure you'll get to see her later. But all right, so a couple of things just to start with. Well, and of course, as always, we need to say hello. And if you're new to our channel, we are a mother-daughter duo. We have a quilt shop in Central Washington State. Large quilt shop with over 10,000 bolts of fabric. Most of it you can find online at fabricpatch.net. And what we do twice a week is we open boxes and we show you the brand new things that come into our store. And we do a whole lot of chit-chatting and sharing, yes. And we feel like we're talking with friends. And we feel like we're kind of right about that because we have 4,000 to 5,000 views for each box openings and about 40 orders. So we know you guys are just looking and perusing and visiting, which we really like that. We think that that's a really good thing. And the other thing that we absolutely encourage is for you guys to shop locally.
Yeah.
If you see something that we've opened and you want to check out your local shop first, you know, it is
we'll
imperative.
be their advertisement. Yeah.
It's imperative to keep those guys in business. It's important for you guys to go down and shop locally so that they stay in business, so that there's always someone there just to kind of help you with math questions or problems, and you know they really depend on you. So we like that. We encourage local shopping. But if you don't have a local quilt shop,
we got you.
You got us. All right. So that being said, let's see. We have a little bit of housekeeping to do first. One thing that we want to say before I forget to say it is that join us on Wednesday morning, yes. Fabri Chat, 8:30. We are going to have a special guest and a special announcement. That's all I'm going to say about that. So put that on your calendar. Missy off camera.
On your calendar.
We'll see if anybody can guess who it is.
First, if you guess it.
If you guess it,
we'll
first person to guess it, we'll send you something special. The other thing is, let's see, update on Harper. For those of you guys that have been hanging out with us for a while, you know that we have a friend. So I have a friend, Donna Struntz, from Handmade by Ying. She is a fellow quilter, a fellow YouTuber, creator. Her channel is kind of fun. She does classes and tutorials, but she does interviews with other designers, authors, creators, and so it's kind of a fun way to get to know people that are in the industry. And she is a lovely, lovely person from the East Coast. And her granddaughter, Harper, contracted a virus last fall, and it attacked her heart. She was admitted to the hospital in early October of last year and was not going to leave without a new heart. She got her new heart Thursday morning. Doing fantastic. As of right now, doing great. She is still in a medically induced coma, but I think that by the time you guys are watching this, she'll be up and around and awake, and everything will be okay. But she has a Facebook page called Harper Strong. And kind of follow her there.
I'll link it in the description below if you guys aren't sure which one it is. I will link it so you guys, if you want to see up-to-date stuff, send to our private message. I'll do that for you. And we have been, we've done a couple things. We all kind of banded together and we sent her a bunch of Christmas presents and way too many birthday presents. That was fun. That was really good. We encouraged her to do that Amazon wish list, and we maxed it out multiple times. Yeah.
So that was super fantastic. She really feels the love from all of us and the prayers, which is super appreciated. She is a very, very devout family. Very, very nice family. So, so we'll kind of keep you updated on that. But the other thing is that we even got some more blocks today. So we have 4 complete quilts that have been put together. I think you guys have seen 2 of them, and then I think we're going to probably put together 2 more,
right?
And get those all done, and then the rest of the leftover blocks. If you still have one that you were working on, go ahead and send them, because of course Grandma is a quilter, and so we're all okay with that. So, but she will have the quilt from you guys on her bed when she
and
wakes
then
up.
the other 3, so for sister, brother, and another one for her, I just have to finish binding them, and then they'll probably be shipped out Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, and then we're going to do one for Mom.
Yeah.
So anyway, and then a couple more for Harper, because you can't have too many. In Pennsylvania,
You can't have too many.
It's cold back there, right, Tracy? How cold is it?
You can put even extras on beds and have more around the couch. It's fine.
Have a cool ladder in your room and hang them all up. They're all pink and purple.
They're cute.
Because remember, that was the big thing on her birthday that she wanted a bedroom makeover.
Yeah.
Because I think living in a hospital room for
It's probably pretty
5
boring.
months,
Pretty
she
white.
was wanting her bedroom. And so the idea of having this really pretty pink and purple bedroom that she's going to come home to. Oh, she's back. She's back. Woohoo!
All right.
Anyway, so that's our Harper update. And come here, sis.
You going for Nana?
Ticka, 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 ticka. She bends over to laugh. Watch her. Watch her. This is her tickle. Say tickle, 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 tickle.
You tickle?
Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Say it. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle.
What are you looking at?
She's looking at your juice.
Tickle, tickle, tickle. Ooh, I got this. No. Yeah, put it. No. I love it.
Kisses. Mwah. Such a kisser.
Yeah, she's
Can you
all
tickle,
loving.
tickle, tickle?
No.
No.
Well, you can't.
It's gonna be fabric. Ooh, she knows the drill.
What do you think it is, Maze?
Ooh.
It's black and white. Look at this one.
Oh,
Oh, I love affirmations.
Oh.
You can do brave things. You are so worth it. You are enough. It's a new day to see things in a new way. I know, right?
Right? Ooh, it's almost like Penny. Are you watching? It's almost like Zentangle.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a Zentangle.
All black and white.
She's gonna bury,
You can bury yourself in it.
bury yourself in it.
All right. We'll get all these. I've got a few more in here, but we'll take the plastic
good.
off and start up plastic.
Is this the same gal that did illustrations?
No. Maybe. No, you don't think so?
Just Mom. I'm not done looking at it.
Sorry. That's her new thing. We scream all the time.
It's being the third child.
We scream. Yeah, you do. Just because she's walking around screaming. We're not in danger.
For those of you guys that joined us during the temperature cold, she sat on her lap for a minute, and then all of a sudden it was just
Yeah.
It's like,
So those of you who zoomed were privy to it. I edited out if you guys noticed. You didn't see her at all.
no one is as that.
All right, we'll be right back. Super cool. They call this Bliss. From Wyndham Fabrics. It's super pretty, just black and whites. There's 4, 8, is it 10 pieces?
And it's only 10-yard bolts, so we're not going to offer fat quarters or half yard cuts or anything like that, so that way you can kind of get what you want. Black and white quilts are still kind of all the rage. I mean, gosh, what are we going on, our 4th or 5th year that's the most popular thing? Because what's nice about black and white quilts is if you can't decide a color or you don't know what else will go with the teal or whatever, get some teal and then black and white. And it works really, really well, whatever pattern you're doing. So black and whites are super, super popular. The one thing that I want to mention, though, is not all whites are created the same.
That's true.
The big thing is that Pa, if you guys didn't know this, Pa's life from the time he was 14 until, what was he, 45? Anyway, he was somewhere in there, middle-aged. He was an auto body repairman, and very, very good. And he said that, there's green, there's, whatever, there's all sorts of shades, but white, it seemed to me that there was like 67, I may have that number wrong,
believe it.
shades of white. And that there was Chevy white and there was 12. And wait, what year? And so white is not white and black is not black. And we know that as quilters, and we kind of think that there's either bright white, off-white, soft white, and then other shades.
I remember being out in the shop one day and he was talking to this guy about white paint. He's like, oh no, I can't make that color. And I'm thinking, it's white, Dad. Because he mixed his own paint colors. But of course you have to have these 3 shades of white, just like people mixing paint to paint your walls. You have to have the right shade of white or base coat to add to. And he said, no, I can't make that. It's like, wait. And I asked him, like, what do you mean you can't make that? He's like, it's not all the same. It just, no. I only carry so much. I'm
That's
like,
right.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Whatever.
That's right. That's exactly right. And so we want you to see that this particular line, I'm going to hold up this one for a minute and then we'll show you up close. But this one is, I would call this one a bright white.
Bright white.
This is a bright
Ultra
white.
white.
Ultra white.
Yep.
And the reason you want to know that is that this is Wyndham. We also have bright white and white and black from P&B, and we also have some black and white. Oh, I hear a baby screaming. I'm going to keep talking. Can you guys hear her? That's a mad cry. And here she comes. Anyway, there's also a kind of a black and cream, that Create line. Oh. That Moda does. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I shouldn't laugh. She's very, very angry. So anyway, so I want to show you, because we do have some pre-cuts of those left. Not very many on that Create line. And this one is a little bit more, I would say it's a soft white, not a bright white. I would say that it's a soft white. We have some Fat 8s and we have some Jelly Rolls. And then in the P&B line, which is a bright white, we have, and it's called Salt and Pepper. We have some Jelly Rolls, and I think we have a couple of layer cakes left. There were no panels for that one. But there was a panel in this Create line. I think we have exactly 10 as of this moment, exactly 10 of them left. And this looks really, really good with this line. We'll show you up close, but I just want you to see this. So, so it's got this Create, it has Dream, and then it has some fun little squares. I mean, you could do all kinds of different things with this in terms of blocks, and you could make some mug rugs, you could make some pillows, you could, you know, do like a 2 bits with it, a crumb cake with it, all kinds of fun things that you can do. The other thing that Brianna went and got and was super, super smart is she got this panel. This panel I think we showed maybe on last Sunday's box opening, and this is my hippie psychedelic. I think is like super, super fun. So really, really cool. It's a great big panel with some great big blocks. I think that those are, I should measure those, but I think that those squares are 20 inch because this is a full yard. This is a full yard size panel. We could hear her all the way here. What was she was mad?
She was mad. I think the girls were, had opened the door.
We have both Aurora and Harper and here with Maisie.
So I think they opened the door to talk to somebody, and then Maisie got out, and they were trying to get her back in.
Oh, do not touch me.
She's fine. There was no harm. There was no tears. It was just screaming.
Yeah, we could hear it.
Yeah, it was for better. Yeah. My Little Pony is turned on. She got her sippy. She got a little puppy dog. We're good. The girls don't open the door. Sweet. Loud, please don't open the door.
She does really, really good here, and she loves her room. She loves playing. It all works really good. But she does not want to be manhandled by anybody.
No, you don't get to tell me.
That not happening.
So yeah, we're all good.
That's right. Okay, so we have shown, I showed them pre-cuts.
Good, okay.
I showed them this panel, and then we'll show you these up close, and then that way you can kind of see what we mean with the fabric. So first we'll do a little pan over, and you can see it really is a bright white, really nice little pieces. And then this is also bright white and clear black, but because of the density of the pattern, it almost has like that gray look probably to you guys, but it's really very cool. Just nice little basics that'll go with your other black and white stuff that you have. But we want you to see, before we do the up close thing, look at it with this one. Brianna is exactly right.
Isn't that fantastic?
If you wanted to do something with these panels and you just were not sure if you should do a blue or a yellow or a pink or a whatever, look at it with the black and white. I think that that's absolutely fantastic. Really, really good plan. I feel like I'm going to change my mind about what I'm going to do with my panel like this. And then the other thing I wanted you to see was this Create panel. I wanted you to see that that is a perfect color match, you know, for these. So if you some other options, some other ideas. All right.
I will stick the pre-cuts that Mom shows you, that panel, and even the Stargazer panel, I'll put in with this Bliss Black and White collection.
And is there some way that you can write down there that it's just suggested? No, I'm not going to tell you.
It's going to have an entirely different name. It's going to be Stargazer, Bliss, Create. Right. Totally
they'll see
name,
that. Okay,
so.
yeah, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is directional. So
what a fantastic back!
I know it.
Or again, the back of an apron for someone going to college, even just a wedding gift, just a great back one. Just remember, if you're having a rough day, all of these things matter.
The other thing too is we should go grab, maybe at the break I'll go grab it so you can see it, but we put together some little bags, and I'll actually show you before I talk to you about them, but what's kind of fun is this black and white fabric where if you wanted to give this to a little person and have them take the fabric and color it, and then you can put it together as a fun little Mother's Day gift for, your daughter or whatever. But anyway, I'll show you guys that. But anyway, this is that's what makes me think is I want to color those flowers. And then here's a fun little, those are what, plus signs?
Yes.
Fun little stipple. Fun little Zentangle pattern. I've done this many times. I don't know what it's called. Little spirally spirals with mostly white. So this is actually black dots on white, and this is white dots on black. You can see the size of it if I put my hand there. Here's more of those little Zentangles. White on black, sorry about that. More of the little stipples. I mean, not stipples, those are loops. Sorry, I need to drink my coffee. Plus signs and black on black little curves. Okay, so one thing I want to mention really fast is that the other thing that we started doing, some of you guys watch us maybe mostly on box opening, and you don't always watch on Fabric Chat, and that is Wednesday morning at 8:30, and we just sit and kind of have coffee with friends. We chit-chat about nothing. Yeah. But if there's something that's like groundbreaking news, that is where you will get it. That's where everything that happens, we think of our Fabric Chat people as our besties, and so we tell them our secrets first. So anyway, so go there to watch things. But one thing that we talked about is we talked about a book club, because we talk a lot about the books that we read and whether we love them or hate them or apologize for recommending them or whatever. And so after lots and lots of prompting and people talking about it and loving our suggestions, we decided to host a book club. Yes. So there is a newsletter that's going to go out on the 15th, and it will talk about things. We'll have a little poll.
Hold on, about that newsletter, you have to sign up for that specific newsletter. So if you have went to our website, signed up for the regular newsletter of just, what's happening at the shop, a cool recipe, whatever, there's that newsletter. Or there is now a tab on our website, fabricpatch.net, and at the top of the page it says book club. Click on there, and then there's a little bit need to know information, and then there's also a new enter in for a newsletter. That is strictly book club newsletter.
Yes.
So if you want to be a part of the book club, sign up for that newsletter, or don't. But that's where you're gonna know what book is next, how the reviews went, what we all thought, kind of a big little, minutes.
Yeah. And we're going to do, the way that we're going to run the book club is we will send, halfway through the month, we're going to send another newsletter or questionnaire that'll kind of talk a little bit about the book with some stimulating questions for when we get together. And then we're going to have either a Zoom or a live. We're thinking it's going to be live YouTube so that we can do it live and instant interact with you guys. And it's going to be just at my house. I mean, we'll be at my house with all of us. So it'll be all of the employees, and so we'll be having our wine or whatever, probably wine, while you guys are doing yours, and we will have our little book club and discuss. We'll keep it under an hour, and we'll talk about the books. So what you need to know is that the first book that we picked, we're going to have you guys vote on the books in coming months, but the first one I just picked, I had a list of about 3 or 4 that I really, really wanted, and so for whatever reason, randomly, I picked Mad Honey. Mostly because of my love of bees and what it said on the back. So some of you guys have already read it, said that you loved it. And here's the funny thing I was going to tell you. So Brianna tried to get it, and on our little Libby app, which is our local library,
it was a 7-week wait.
7-week wait. Allie tried to get it. Now, Allie belongs to the L.A. County Public Library.
Jealous.
Guess how, you'd think, right? Because I think that they have, I don't know how many titles, but way more than our little 34,000 that
we only have
access
3
to.
books, 3 audiobooks.
Guess how long Allie's wait is for Mad Honey?
Is it more?
14 weeks.
Oh, no way.
It's apparently a very popular book. So I'm going to tell you that our Walmart has it for $13. Paperback.
You can buy it.
You can buy it in paperback already. It's kind of a hot new thing.
And
so
again,
sorry for that.
Was also thinking on Fabra Chat we talked about getting we all have a friend, and maybe you have a friend who watches us also, who's also a bookie, and do book buddies. Where I'll buy this month's book, we'll read it together, and then you buy, or whatever. And then you can say, oh my gosh, I hated this book. Put it in your book club. I don't want it. Or send it to the senior center or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's something you can do also. We did decide, we had a lot of people send me information about Amazon's Audible. I think we did that.
We did sign up for it. There is a cost to it. I think it was like $150.
And that's for the year subscription.
And you get a new book every month.
Yeah, and we read enough books, and when we purchase a book, we usually purchase it on Amazon, so points we buy for buying, we can redeem an audio. So we did decide to do that, and that's where I'm going to listen to Mad Honey. Yeah. And I'm actually starting it this weekend. I finished the book I was on already, so.
I am done with it. I cannot wait. I have been harping on everybody here, because everybody here is reading.
Did you read it?
Have you read it yet? We have to talk.
Mine's
we have to talk, yeah. So I am dying to talk to people about this book, because I'm just going to do a little spoiler. Not really spoiler, but I'm going to say it was not what I thought it was about. It is about bees.
Did you end up liking it?
I did end up liking it.
She was going through an emotional roller coaster, because we talked.
Huge emotional roller coaster.
Outlet. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Almost put it down multiple times, but you will see what I mean when you start it. There is, for me, books are entertainment. It is entertainment. I do not watch sad movies. I do not watch scary movies.
Right.
I don't want to watch movies where somebody is murdered. I kind of feel the same way about books. I want to be entertained. I want it to be funny. I like it to be suspenseful, but there's certain topics that I do not find entertaining. So you will see what I mean. I ended up really, really liking it. I did end up liking it. We'll talk more in book club. And when I can't wait to talk to you.
So if you want to be part of book club, see whatever. Even if you feel like, I'm not a reader, I can't commit to reading a book a month, that's okay too. Just sign up for the newsletter, see what we're doing, see the reviews the next month, and see if there's a book that, you want to read.
And I'll tell you, if you feel like you don't have enough time in your life to read a book, I think that the whole Audible and Libby thing is life-changing. Because if you are a woman, you are busy. You are cleaning.
You can do it while you're
vacuuming. Laundry. You're doing laundry. You're working outside. You're driving. You're doing all of those things. So the idea of sitting for 12 hours and reading a book might be difficult. But the idea of having 12 hours where you're, listening to music otherwise, pretty easy.
If you're a PTO mom, you're going on field trips.
That's right.
I'm saying.
I know, don't judge me. Okay, so I have to tell you what's in this. I knew this.
Is that all that's in here?
Yes, it is. So I had ordered some new books. We already sold out of that binding book and those cookbooks, but we do have more coming. But I really wanted this. So here's the deal. And I think it's maybe not a secret. Maybe you guys
don't. It's still a secret. I don't think you told anybody. You can tell them.
When we move things around next month, we're adding our yarn shop back because we love.
But don't hound us.
Don't hound us about it.
I don't have time to do another website, but I'm going to. I'm going to.
I know. So it's coming back. We love it. We love to knit. We love to do things. But what's kind of fun is some of you guys. This has become super, super popular. This is all over Facebook, all over Pinterest, all over people that are So you get your quilt done and you love your quilt. It's like, oh, I don't want to bind it, but I would love to crochet it. Now crocheting a little binding is going to take way longer than sewing on a binding, but this is so cute.
It's cute.
So those of you guys that crochet and quilt, it's just adorable.
So I bought some stuff to crochet because Christina, my other sister-in-law, does a lot of it. I think it's just so stinking cute. It's like, I can do that. I can do that. All the cute things you see on Pinterest. So I did. I bought some stuff, bought some yarn, made some cute little octopuses. And it was really cute.
They were super cute.
My thumb felt like it was going to fall off.
Yeah.
Like for weeks. Like I would crochet, I would do it. And I was so in pain, I couldn't. So I'm not going to do it anymore.
Yeah, I'm a knitter.
To knitting.
I'm a knitter, not a crocheter for the same reason. I have thumb arthritis.
And what's funny, it was this hand. It's like this hand isn't even doing the work. I don't know. And I don't know, it's both of them.
Yeah,
but
I do prefer
I have DNA problems. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, I've tried, and I made 3 adorable octopuses. Octopies.
Octopies.
So I think it was really cool, and I enjoyed it, but it's not worth my thumb because my thumb has to cut fabric and wipe baby butts, so I can't not have it.
And let me tell you something else. I thought that this was all about edges. I read this to say Perfect Crochet edges was what it was in my mind, is that I thought it was going to give me a book full of all kinds of edges.
There's a lot of edges in here, though.
There is a lot of edges in here, but that's not all this is. This is a beginner crochet book. It has a million things in here.
It's cool, though.
So there is all of these edges, so you can see those. So if you're just going to do a cute little, double-sided flannel blankie and put this cute little edge on it, it is absolutely adorable. I think these are so cute. Or the edge of a pillowcase, or the edge of, do cotton and do the edge of a towel. Just, take it to that whole nother level. But there's also
if you guys
in here,
end up liking this and you do a lot of edges, a lot of you might know there is actually a rotary blade, a 45mm rotary blade that has it's okay, so if you guys have seen the pinked blade where it's all wavy and you'll do a pinked edge, there's a rotary cutter blade for that. There is a rotary cutter blade that has notches in it where it will cut your little 1/4 inch slices every 1/2 inch. It's fantastic. I have one. I think it's every.
Do we have it here?
No, not anymore.
Well, perhaps
I'll buy some.
Oh.
There is
we'll
a thing,
buy
though.
some.
So if you're someone who's like, oh my gosh, that would save my life, because you can just take your ruler, rotary cutter, and dash it apart. I'll get some. I'll find them, but
and maybe we'll have to. What we'll do is we'll order those, and then maybe we'll have to show these guys how to do it, because it really is.
It's cool.
It's not time saving to put a crocheted or a knitted edge on a blanket.
But it's just an added special.
It's just so pretty.
Yeah,
it's just so pretty.
What I'll do with really rotary cutter dudes, I'll put them up there so you can purchase them today as pre-order. So it's gonna be about a week wait, but we'll do a pre-order for them, and then we'll ship your order when that little doodad comes in. But it's cool and slick and anything to make my life go faster. Yeah. Just to be able to, because that's the boring part. We got to get that part all done so we can get to the stitching and the crocheting and the whatever it is. Yes. Okay.
What is this one?
This one is...
It's a big box. Is it backing?
No, I think this is the Riley Blake box.
Oh,
yeah. Because it was too light to be backing.
Oh, yeah. These are the door banners. So we've been doing, last year we did it was called a bench pillow of the month, if you guys remember. I don't think we have any.
I don't have any out here.
We still have some of those left, and I think they're actually like 20% off now. I think we just did that. So so the ones that are left, go check those out. They're not actually in clearance. They're still in their little category.
I'll move it to the
what's new section for you. And so they're door banners, and they're really, really cute. They're bench pillows. But if you don't have a bench in your entryway and you don't have a couch big enough to accommodate something like that, it can be a wall hanging, it can be a table runner. You can finish it any way that you want to. But it's really cute. So Riley Blake does it with these really cool boxes that are magnetic, really cool boxes. And then all of the fabric is in there. And the really nice color pattern. So everything is in there to do that.
So this year they're doing door banners.
This year's door banners.
Last year were the bench pillows, which is like 14 by 50, something like that. The door banners, these guys are 20 by 36. But again, if you don't live in a cute little neighborhood that you can do a door banner where people will appreciate it, you can do whatever you want, hang it in the house, turn it into a big pillow, do whatever you want. But
the difference really is that the bench pillows were a horizontal. And these are vertical.
Yeah.
So that's
so we started with, and you get like a 3-month. So we started in January with Easter, and then we got tulips last month, and then we've got ice creams.
These are cute. This is the summer one. Designed by Christopher Thompson of the Tattooed Quilter.
Cool.
I like it.
I have not met him before.
I do not know who he is. Apparently he has tattoos.
So do I. Okay.
All right, so those of you guys that have pre-ordered, because you do have an option to say, I totally want that Christmas one, which will come in like September, so you can have it done before. As those come in, Tracy will send those out to you. So anybody who had already pre-ordered the summer one, it'll be going out. Anybody else, you have an option.
Right, so you will see all of them up there, so you can purchase them. Just see, when you click on it, like, oh, I want this one, you'll notice it'll say ships in July. Yeah. So you'll know we'll have you, and you'll eventually get it when it comes into us. But you can absolutely pre-order, because I only have 12 kits. They are specially packaged from Riley Blake, so we had to sign up for a subscription for them so that you guys can get them. So once the 12 sell, I cannot get any more.
Yeah, that's right.
That
is right. Okay, it looks like there's another.
Okay, I have a Notion box. I had to open this though because I had people waiting for some stuff. Yeah, I had someone waiting
for this. Let me get the bag.
This one. This is the big kaleidoscope bag. There's also a mini kaleidoscope bag, but this was the one we all of a sudden we moved where our bags were, and this has been the hot item. So, this is the pattern and the stays. She's bringing it. If the camera shakes, it's her.
I'll go get the little one too.
This is the big one. It is. This is one of those 42-inch wide Dream Big panels by Hoffman. So again, it can even be one of the Call of the Wild panels. It wouldn't matter. It is full of Soft and Stable. It will fit in the overhead compartment on an airplane. Ask me how I know. But it is huge, and the stays are really nice because it creates this structure for your bag, and it opens all the way up. I mean, you can fit a sewing machine in there if you wanted to.
Well, they need have to carry it, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, it'll be heavy. But you got pockets. It's a great bag. Super big.
And did you mention to them, I was gone, but did you mention that's the Dream Big panel?
Yes, it did. It is the bag size 23 inches wide, 6 inches deep, 14 inches tall. But again, I think the best part of it is how wide it opens. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't lose anything in there.
And then this one is the, so that one is the big.
Yep, the
big kaleidoscope bag. This one is the kaleidoscope bag. Oh. So same idea, it's just purse size. So same idea, but really fun where you can just do some quilt as you go with some strips, make this really cute bag, and then same idea that it opens really big.
Super cool.
Yeah, and the size. And it's same thing. It comes with the pattern and the stays. And then once you have the pattern and the stays, you can order additional stays. And I'm going to tell, I tell everybody this when people ask about, you know, how to do it. And her patterns are actually pretty well written.
Fabulous written.
She's got some supportive videos on her website, as does by Annie. Does the same thing. It's like,
and
oh, do you have a question about the binding?
Auntie's 2.
Auntie's 2.
Patterns.
But the thing is that first bag, it might take you a couple days to get the bag together. The second bag is like, oh, I can do that in a day and a half. By the time, if you really like the bag, and that's why I think when you choose a bag pattern, that idea of choosing something that you feel like you would make again and again, because once you've got kind of those weird, you know, the corner part or the zipper part or the binding part, it's like, okay, I got this. You should maintain that knowledge for the next time. And we have a bag retreat. So we have our first bag retreat filled in seconds, and then the second bag retreat, I think we do still have 1 or 2 spots left in that. It is the middle of June. Yeah. We're going to do 3 different bags. We are doing a by Annie, and we are doing 2 other ones. What will happen is each day we make one, we are adding to your repertoire of what you know. It'll be kind of fun. And we have 3 different trunk shows that we're doing at the same time. So anyway, more to come about that eventually.
And the Soft and Stay stuff. So we have the Soft and Stable by Annie in 18 1-yard and maybe 2-yard cuts. The bigger piece. So the 1 yard and the half yards are available on our website. If you're looking for a bigger one, either put in your notes or send us an email, because those cost a lot to ship. So those are more in-store things, but we will, if you have no other way to get them, we'll help you. And then there's also Bozel's Inner Foam. So the Inner Foam and the Soft and Stable are almost the exact same product. Where Inner Foam is different is they are double-sided fusible and sometimes single-sided. I try to get only the double-sided because, so you do the same thing. You can pre-fuse your outside and your lining, do your quilting, but the nice thing is it fuses it together. Where with By Annie, you'll have to either pin it together, baste it together, use some 505 spray to adhere it together for a little bit. So that's the difference between Soft and Stable and Inner Foam. That's it. It's the same product, just one sticky, one is not. And I, again, have Inner Foam in half, 1, and larger pieces. So again, you can look at that online or call us if you need something bigger.
When I was down there, before we show that, and then when I was down there getting that bag, I found a Wayward Bolt.
Oh, exciting.
So if you see this online and you didn't see us open it, this was one of the Bliss, flowers, white on black.
Ladybugs.
If you sew with Minky, you have to have one of these. It's a cute little thing. We have them at our cutting stations, and they just are battery operated. And you just click the bottom, and it just vacuums up all of your little Minky guts when you're cutting your Minky, and then that way it doesn't go everywhere. And then you just open, that's where the batteries go in, and then you just empty it out. Just it's really nice. Works really well.
Yeah.
Inexpensive. Kind of fun. And the kids like to play with it.
I was going to say. It's fan favorite.
It is. They vacuum the rug with it.
Anything. We have to hide it from them. More quick quarter rulers. Again, super great if you're marking for diagonal lines. It marks a center line and a sew line. Super great.
Brianna's Tri-Dazzle famous class, over 1 million views. This is her ruler.
Exciting. It's a good ruler. It's really nice. Again, we say all the time we're not really, like, gadget girls. We want a ruler that's going to do more than just one specific thing, because rulers are expensive. This one really does only do one thing, but
it's a couple dollars.
It's a couple dollars. It's also really nice if you have a beginner sewer in your life who needs a line to follow. If it really doesn't work following the edge of a ruler, you don't have a good guide that you want to stick to your sewing machine, you can draw with this one. Again, the edge of it to the center is 1/4 inch. You can just draw them a little dashed line that says keep your eye on the line. And
the other thing to mention is that half square triangles, I mean, other than squares, half square triangles are the second most used unit in quilting. So, and the best, there's all kinds of ways to make half square triangles, but this is the way that we make them. We draw the line, sew, cut,
and
press,
the
trim.
least amount of waste involved doing it this way.
Oh, this was just an additional pattern. When we were deciding, it took us an entire day to decide what patterns we were going to do and what bags we were going to make for the bag retreat. This one was a hot contender for a while, and then we decided not, because we thought that the third one on the third day needs to be a big bag. Everybody wants to make that great big luscious bag that you take on every vacation and that you use for overnights or whatever. This one did not win, but we thought it was super fantastic. All of us took one home anyway, and so this was just a reorder. And it's called Poolside Tote, and it's fantastic.
My favorite thing is the arm cutout.
The arm cutout.
Yeah.
That is super clever. And the other thing, my vote for it was because the wraps go all the way around. So you can overfill it and not worry that something's going to come apart. Your shoulder just has to be maintained. But anyway, nice contender. Really good pattern.
Okay, Moda.
Red, white, and blue?
Red, it looks like it, maybe. It's called Vintage. Ooh, it's Sweetwater.
Vintage. Oh.
It's cute. Okay, I picked the basic box.
You picked the basic.
Ooh, but this one's navy. This is navy background. All right, and I got one more box full of something awesome. And I think I have a pre-cut box too. Hopefully that's what's in here.
What does it say? Family,
territory,
family, town, neighborhood, abode,
settlement, city, homestead, marketplace,
center,
fireside, trading, home ground.
I don't know. We're gonna open them all up and see what's going on.
Oh, look at the numbers.
Oh,
I like it. Okay, we're back.
I need to get my glasses so I'm not scowling. I feel like it's so familiar. Is it just familiar because it's their artwork?
Yeah, it's Sweetwater. They had, like, the flags, if you think the bunting is familiar, they had a sporting collection. Was their last one was like a not Game On, we just had that one. But it was a sports that had like mitts and bats and baseballs, and it had some cool bunting on it.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it looks a little familiar.
It does look familiar.
But Sweetwater, I feel like you can pick them out of the crowd. I feel like it's the same artwork. It's super cute. Again, the same kind of color stories. They might add a few extra colors or take some out and bring it for the next collection, but it's something that will intermix, whether you've got a collection of Sweetwater, finishing a quilt from 3 years ago and it needs some extra bits. It's all gonna...
And I want to say that one, what was the one you just called it? Sports something?
Yeah. I don't know what it was called.
Oh. I thought you said it. But anyway, whatever it was, their last Sweetwater Sports something, maybe if you look, Brianne will type it in right here. We still have some pre-cuts of that.
Yeah. I'll stick whatever I have left of their sport one.
If you're working on
I'll stick it in with this collection.
Oh, okay. If you're working on a graduation quilt for somebody, and you've just got a couple of t-shirts and you don't know what else to add, this is a very nice aesthetic. It is not girly. I mean, it would work really good for everybody. So I love her stuff.
And then all the pre-cuts. So 10-inch square pack, 5-inch squares, a jelly roll, a super fast little jelly roll race, and then also a fat quarter bundle. So you'll see we probably got, looks like the low cal, so it's got half the collection, but there's a lot of other pieces. But yeah, that's it. It's the creamy kind of soft white, the rust red, kind of a tealy blue, and then that navy. So yeah, that's the full collection of it.
Really nice.
All right.
And the other thing that's really nice about Sweetwater is that if you have leftovers of hers, it's fairly, I don't want to use the word generic, that sounds really terrible, but it's fairly inclusive. It'll really go, I mean, you'll see as she pans over here. I mean, it's pretty low volume, pretty clear colors where you've got some blues, some pale blues, some reds. I mean, even these two gingham pieces will go fairly quickly. This stuff is kind of fun. This is really typical for them. All of those. Oh, I can't wait to see those up close. But anyway, so if you end up with extra stuff, it wouldn't be a bad thing to add to your stash. Okay, let's see. How am I going to do this so you can see this? Let's do, is this too high for you?
Yeah, you'll have to tip it up so you can see it.
Look at that. That is fantastic. And see the size of that? I'm going to put my hand here for a minute.
Teeny tiny.
See, it's teeny tiny. It is just adorable. If there's some sort of a fun little floral embroidery piece that you're doing or whatever, I think that's just adorable. Super bright. And then this is that same exact print, but it is blue and white.
Yeah,
white
like
flowers.
they feel like I've seen that maybe
that drawing for
that
her.
Maybe
yeah.
Chick one or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cute, though.
Yeah. And then those are the only two that are floral. Nothing else is. So this is kind of fun. This is just little X's. And if you look up close, can you see that it almost looks like there's little squares in the background? Can you see that?
I feel
is it just me seeing that?
I was gonna
is
say,
it not
like
there?
that's just you.
Oh, where's my glasses? Sorry. Never mind. There's not squares in the background. Can you hand me my glasses?
Red
is it a solid red?
White.
I swear I see squares.
No.
Now I have to see. Hold on.
It's your irises.
Hold on. Okay, no. It is white squares on a solid red.
Yes.
So, and this one is red, blue, dark blue, and light blue on a solid white. There are no squares in that background.
And this is, again, a soft white. So, like when we talk about the white and black, not same whites.
Right. Not a bright white.
Yeah. Love it. I love that mustardy goldenrod color.
I mean, again, these pieces alone, just to have in your stash, in your little repertoire for other things, pretty nice. And then, oh, this was the one that we were trying to read. I was trying to read without my glasses. So, just home stuff. Hearth territory, town, family, city. I like it too. This is super cute.
Love this print. And again, this is navy. It looks black, but it's dark navy.
Navy, little red, and then white. And you can see, with my hand, you can see the size of it. Little. Really cute. And then this is the same print. And it's that off-white with blue and red. Really cute. Look at the numbers. This is the only piece that's the numbers. It's just this red on this white. I love it. I love that it is, I would say that it's directional. It goes one way, but it's also fairly scattered.
Yeah, I think it would look cool just as a blender texture. I mean, for me, looking at my tiny little screen, maybe feel like it's on your TV, but for me, it looks like a little stipple. Yeah. It would definitely just be texture.
Yeah, I agree. And then this is, I feel like they do this a lot, the little pendants. So on white, on a light blue, and on the navy. Really cute. Yeah, really nice. Kind of a fun border treatment. Gingham, super popular. And only in two colors. It's just in this mustard yellow and in this really cool red. And then this is fun. So this is just, pure grace, pure joy, happiness. Oh, sorry.
No. There you go. It's okay. You can let it go. It just flipped over when we were trying to look at it.
Okay. Pure laughter. Pure Excitement, Pure Bliss.
What a great pillowcase.
Oh, fantastic.
Just to make someone happy.
And it's in multiple colors. So it's on white with these little fill-in ones. It's on black. And then it's just very simple white, black, and pale blue. Really nice. And then this one, am I getting too high again?
No, you're probably okay.
This is something, too, that I feel like they're kind of known for, that they do a lot. And it's these feed sack things. So it's pretty cool. Is that right side up for you guys?
Yep.
So really cool. If you are doing an apron, a wall hanging.
And you know what's fun too? If one of these are really cool for your area, or you're fussy cutting them out and just top stitching them raw edged onto a towel.
Well, I'm going to pull this down for a minute. I'm going to say that what I think that they do, what they've done before, is they ask for names. They ask for, they've done this so many times.
Huge on social
Send
media.
us your, the name of your street. Send us the name of your town. Send us all of that stuff, and we're going to put it in our fabric. I am going to go out on a limb and say that I believe
these are
real people. Now, this is part of the problem with doing box opening, is that it's kind of blind. You see it the same time we see it. So we don't have an opportunity to do research and say, oh, and guess what this is. I'm sure that 6 months ago we were told, but you cannot expect us to remember that. But just knowing Sweetwater, I'm going to guess that this clover seed in Lexington, Nebraska is a real thing. And Tri River Mills cattle feed is a real thing. The Mississippi Valley C&H, I believe that these are all real.
Yeah, I think so too.
And so, tell me if you know, but that's what I think. I don't think. And here's a Wichita, Kansas feed company. So anyway, kind of fun. So we have it on white. We have it white on red, and it is obviously directional, but you know how cool. And then we have this gorgeous blue, white on blue.
Very cool.
All right.
All right, that's all my boxes. The guys have got to start dropping some goods.
I know. That's a lot of. It was a lot of boxes.
It was a lot of
Kind
boxes.
of funny. Yeah, we've got a big whole mess to clean up back here. So we saw what did we see? Black and white.
Again, that was called Bliss. Those panels and pre-cuts from the Create collection or the Stargazer, I'm going to just put in there for you because we showed it with you. It's something that you might already have, but you'll see those all together there. But yeah, black and white. We saw the Riley Blake door banner kits. So in the What's New section, you'll see the door banners, and I'll also put up there the bench pillows from last year that are
20% off.
And again, when they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah, there's not a lot left.
No.
And then some notions, not a bunch of notions, bag stuff.
Fun ones.
I think I can't remember now what was even in there. And then a really cool book.
Really cool book.
More books coming.
Yeah.
Do you want to put up for pre-order any minute now? More of that binding book and more of the cookbook are coming. So we'll put those back up if you kind of feel like, oh shoot, I missed out on that.
So those are a couple pre-order things. We'll do that binding book, we'll do the cookbook, and then also that blade, that dashed blade, if you like to edge, flannel, minky, your quilt. Yeah. I'll put those on for pre-order.
And my guess is all of those things will arrive Monday or Tuesday, but it'll say pre-order on there. Yeah. So if you just add that to your order, what will happen is it just staves off a call. So we'll send everything else out and that'll come separate. Otherwise, normally what will happen when you guys order something, if we're out of something and we were not aware of it, we'll call you and say, do you want to wait? Do you want us to ship half of it now, or what do you want to do?
And if it's something that you're okay waiting for your pre-order, just put in your notes to say, hey, wait and ship complete. And then we'll hold on to your yardage, stick your other things in it, and just ship it once. We pay the shipping of a delayed item. Yeah. So it would save us on shipping, but it wouldn't cost you anything to ship now and then ship when your item comes in. So,
yeah.
But yeah.
And we saw this, and wait, before we end, I kept thinking it would come to me.
One more thing?
We have one more thing. There was something that, give us a minute. Somebody emailed me something and I said, I will show, that's a really good question. I'll show you on Sunday.
Okay.
We'll
find the question. And
so don't go away yet.
Right back.
Wait. Okay, I think I found it, but I may be wrong. But here's what happens is that I'm the one that answers all of the YouTube questions. And by all, I mean, I know that I miss a bunch because sometimes I'll look and there'll be, 200 comments or whatever, and then I get a little bit lost, and whatever comments you've made from whatever videos have been watched during the day pop up, so they get a little bit out of order. Well, anyway, and so normally what I'll do is if it's something that needs follow-up, I'll do a little screenshot of it. And so I've got massive amounts of stuff in my phone, and I try to kind of go through and delete stuff. So so I remember very specifically saying, oh, that's a fantastic question. I will answer it Sunday. I don't, but I can't find it in here. I don't think that's the one, but there was another one that I took a screenshot of because I am not kidding. Probably 8 or 9 people asked this question.
Okay.
So on FabriChat, we were talking about, I don't know how, we would just rattle on about nothing, but somehow we were talking about baby goats. I think we were talking about the screaming goats.
Oh,
we were
yes,
talking about how cute
screaming
baby
goats.
goats were.
Yes.
And then I warned you guys, as a farm girl, do not ever pet a male goat because they pee on their heads. Yeah. And every male goat, 100% of male goats do that. It is just a DNA thing. Don't believe anybody says, oh, he's a sweet little thing. He doesn't pee on his head. Yes, he does. Female goats are fine, and female goats are attracted to that pheromone. So here was the question that everybody asked. Do you know what it is?
How do you know that?
No, I'll tell you how I know that. I've seen it many times. No, what they asked is, how do they do that? I'll tell you how they do it. And the first person that asked, I thought, really? And I thought, oh, that's kind of funny. And then there was another, how does a male goat pee on their head? How does a male goat, what does that happen? So I thought, okay. And I think that was the one when I said, okay, enough of you guys have asked. I can't demonstrate it, obviously. But what they do is they just put their hands down like this and they tuck their head between their legs, like you're stretching, or what is that, Tracy? What's that position? Downward dog? You're doing downward dog, also known as downward goat. And then what they do is they get their head in position, and they're a male goat, right? So they pee on their head. And I have seen it 100 times or more. Yeah. And that's how they do it. They do this downward dog thing. So it was a thing. When the first person asked, I thought, well, you can almost picture it. And I thought, well, maybe you guys are all city people or not goat people. So
the
maybe
you
you've
need
truly
to know.
never seen it. These are the things that you come to us for.
Right. When you're going to get a little mini micro farm, don't do male goats. Just get baby goats from the store. And then don't get geese. They are vicious.
If you have a goose, you do not need a shepherd.
No, you don't need a dog.
German shepherd. Mm-mm.
She's got your back. And turkeys will chase you.
Turkeys will chase you.
They're only good for eating.
Shh. It's true.
There you go.
And then I did have one other thing I was going to mention.
Guinea hens are super cute. They will perch in your tree and talk really pretty to you, and that's all it. They might give you eggs, but you'll never find them.
You'll never find them.
So they're cute, but they
and you always think you're going to catch one. You always
and
they're good for bugs. Yeah, you always think they act like they can't hardly move, and you think you're going to catch them. You're not going to catch a guinea hen.
I felt like I got this one. I got and nope.
Yeah, I got it.
Gone.
You don't have it. And then one other kind of fun little thing that I had taken a little comment is somebody. I think I mentioned this somewhere, maybe when we were doing the temperature quilt. Is we talk a lot about Pa. Pa is of course my husband and Brianna's dad, Brianna's Pa. And so it was funny because years ago when we started talking about Pa, people would say, well, isn't that offensive? Does he like being called Pa? It's like, yeah, we've always called him Pa.
They're Mom,
Everybody
Pa,
calls him
Kettle,
Pa.
guys.
Mom, Pa, Kettle. That's what we are. I'm Nana and Pa. And so it's perfectly okay. He answers to that. He knows that that's his name, and everything is great. And if it is derogatory, he does not know that, nor do we.
Yeah.
So anyway, somebody had asked, oh, I love watching you guys, but who is this Paul? So they think I'm saying Paul.
P-A-U-L. Nah, just P-A.
Pa. No Paul. We don't know Paul. And it took me a minute when I read the comment. I thought, I don't know. Who is Paul? Did I talk about Paul? Who is Paul? And then I thought, oh, Paul.
Yeah, so we always talk about Pa.
Yeah. And then I showed Brian Pa the comment, and he goes, yeah, who is Paul?
He would think that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. All right. All right. So anyway, I think that is now it. That is enough of our whatever else you guys need to know. But ask us your questions. We've got those answers.
Yeah.
And join us for a book club. You have to go remember to...
Yeah, sign up for that. And then you'll get the newsletters and all that need to know.
Yeah. Emails coming your way with names.
Good. Oh, good.
Names and book.
Okay, good. Lots of people that... We're looking for a name for our book club.
Yes.
Book Patch is super popular at the moment. So we'll let you guys vote on it, but a lot of people have suggested Book Patch, which I think is good.
We'll see you at FabriChat on Wednesday morning, and we'll talk more.
See you later.
I said.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.